right, everyone. It is time to talk footy, talk footy time. And with me, of course, is Andrew McCulloch. How are you, Macca? How's things?
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, mate. Good. Happy Easter. I hope you had a good break, mate, and should be pretty happy. You got a couple of tips over me over the weekend, so look, just can't hang with you at the moment, mate. But plenty of footy to go, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, that's right. Round number 5. It was a massive, long weekend with the first one there. I tipped Manly, man. It was crazy. Yeah, what a crazy game.
Oh, crazy! Yeah, I just couldn't believe what had happened. I just, it's really disappointing, obviously, from the Dolphins and their performance and record shows. Once you concede 50, you can't win the competition. So, yeah, bizarre game. Well done to Kieran Foran and his team. Didn't see that coming, but you did, mate. So well done on tipping the Manly. Why I went with the Dolphins. That one, so they let me down.
Yeah, Good Friday. The Easter Bunny came through for South Sydney. It was a bit of a somber moment there, but a nice one for Nathan Merritt to come and ring the bell.
Yeah, what a great player. He was the original, I guess, Alex Johnson, the try scorer. He scored 1,000 tries. Great player. Obviously doing it really tough at the moment, but I guess special moment to ring the bell there, but certainly feel for him and his family. And a good result for the Rabbits too, for him as well to get that result against the Dogs. Yeah, it was a nice little win, and we both tipped the Rabbits there, mate.
Yeah, we did. And then, of course, Penrith Panthers. They're actually on another planet, mate. I don't know. I don't know how to describe these guys, but yeah, they're playing years ahead of everyone.
When you're talking about playing Melbourne, and once again, 50 suggests you can't win the comp with Melbourne now. That's crazy. And
Yeah.
then you just think, who can beat Penrith? It's quite remarkable, really, the way they're playing their football at the moment.
Sure.
It is scary. When you do that to Melbourne, it just questions everyone else in the competition. So, look, I know it's early, a lot can happen, but boy, as you said, he is in front.
Now the next game there, we'll move it right along. I mean, Panthers are the Panthers. Next game there, mate. What is happening? What is happening at the Dragons? What's going on?
Oh, mate, I thought they couldn't lose 5 in a row. I just thought, hypothetically, let's surely they can nab one, particularly at home. It hadn't been done before, the Dragons to lose 5 at the start of the year in a row. So I just thought they'd get this one done, but a lot of dramas there. Flano's under obviously some pressure. It just, mate, regardless to you, good bloke, good whatever.
Yeah.
People need results. And everyone talks about just this year, but to be fair, fans have remembered last year as well. They lost 4 or 5 in a row, so they're 0-9 or 10 times in that song. So you certainly feel for them. Before that, with those Dragons fans, they're relentless. So the only way you can do that is win footy. Yeah. Say too much and see you perform.
Yeah, all right. We'll keep it rolling there. Went down to the M1. Gold Coast Broncos won the game, but it came with some casualties.
Certainly did. Good game of footy, actually. End-to-end stuff, high-quality game. I think Titans showed a lot of grit, a couple of opportunities there. Now, real learning for them to sense of they had momentum in certain parts of the game, but there was 7 tackles, 7 long kick, whatever it may be, 7 caught on the in goal.
Yeah.
A knock on. They just put themselves under pressure. That's probably the next step for them because they certainly tried their backsides off, but against a team like the Bronx, they just couldn't get it done. But yeah, it's real big question marks about Madge and how he puts together in his team now. As you said, some casualties to some key playmakers in Reno Hunty and Reece Walsh.
Yeah, I'm sure next man up, and there is quite a number of good talent for the Broncos. So we'll see how they go. Sharks versus the Warriors. Sharks came on with the cookies. Warriors lost 2 in a row now.
Yeah, bit of that's one I've actually got right over you there, mate. So it was. I just thought at home the Sharkies needed to get that one done against the Warriors, who Yeah, just once again that they have you believe in the next one. A couple of slip games and a couple of injuries there. Metcalf, I think, might be out for a little bit. So
Yeah,
yeah, the Warriors are back onto it, and they just need to win away from home to sort of silence those
yeah,
that are sort of questioning
true.
their credibility. Once they do that, I think they're a really strong team. They've got this funny strike power, but once again, until they do that, they'll continue to be there.
Right, the last two games, to me, were crazy. I mean, look, we both went for the Raiders, and I think not too many people would have gone for the Newcastle Knights. But geez, man, they've been playing some really good footy.
Yeah, it was a really good game of footy actually, and once again, Newcastle surprised everyone at home. Great crowd. They would have had more if obviously the stand wasn't. I think the Andrew John stand was doing a little maintenance there, so they were
Yeah,
short a few thousand. But nonetheless, great turnout. It was a good Sunday afternoon game of footy, and the Newcastle team rewarded their locals for turning out. And once again, Raiders just can't get over the line and get that momentum. I think a trip to Perth coming up for them this weekend.
yeah,
But once it's frustrating, probably from a Raiders point of view. They were thereabouts, but they just can't seem to nail that sort of killer punch at the moment. But well done to Newcastle Knights. Good performance with once again without most salary cap being
crazy.
there. It was a great.
Absolutely. And then the last game there yesterday, Easter Monday. What a big game. Had a lot of controversy. Not a lot of controversy, but it could have gone either way. Tigers getting it in the end there.
Yeah, that last 10, 15 minutes was crazy. What a great game of footy. And, well done to both sides. They turned it on for their crowds. It was a good crowd once again. Easter Monday and went right down to the end. Well done, Jock Madden, a former, was at the Bronx last year,
Yeah,
was at the Tigers year. Now he's come back, and I reckon he had a great game. So
yeah,
him striking up a good, I guess, partnership without Jerome there at the moment. But I think Para can keep their heads up too. Is nail biting, plenty of injuries. Bailey Sorensen out with dislocated ankle towards the end there, so that
yeah,
was
yeah.
crazy. Hopefully he's not too bad. But yeah, I think both sides can take a lot out of that game and win-win. I dare say Para Rolls would be pretty happy with his effort from his team.
No, absolutely. Now, I was just looking at the updated ladder. Penrith on top. Then you've got the West Tigers and Newcastle Knights, second and third. Who would have tipped that? Who would have got that after 5 rounds of footy?
Yeah, exactly. I think probably a fair few people would have had them at obviously the other end of the ladder. There's a spoon end, but well done. Yeah, look, it's early, but it's good signs when key players for both teams are out and they're getting the job done. I think that's really well done to Benji Marshall and Holbrook for respectively
Yeah,
putting those blokes in football without pretty much their key players.
yeah. Very quickly, mate. Just looking ahead on Thursday night, the Bulldogs they're going to have a tough time against the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, a little bit under pressure. I think the Dogs, in a sense of their roster they got in the coach, not in a sense of they need to sack anyone, but just the pressure to get a result and a big win
Yeah,
because it's chopping and changing. Crichton's out without a shoulder injury.
yeah,
Yeah, once again, Leo Thompson, I think they're really missing him up front. I think
yeah,
he'd add a little bit of power through that middle. So actually, he's probably missing a bit more than what they would have thought.
yeah. So just on the Bulldogs there, the PNG Chiefs have signed the head recruiter from the Bulldogs. He's now come across. Michael Chalmers actually mentioned it on the podcast, which I finally put out on the weekend.
Yeah, that's unreal. I think, good. I haven't had much to do with him before. Obviously, a strong last name around the traps in terms of rugby league circle managers recruitment. So,
Yeah,
yeah, starting nicely over there in PNG, mate. You got your couple of key, I guess, they'll start to build it out, no doubt, bring their people on who they want and trust there. So, yeah, nice and positive for the Chiefs. And, yeah, got their main man at the moment, Willie Peters at the helm, and hopefully you can get him on the podcast.
yeah, absolutely. All right, mate. I'll let you go. Thank you so much. It's a short week, and we will do it all over again on Thursday.
Thanks, Lawrence. Look forward to it, mate. Cheers.